Hello guys, this is Sanjay here again from Team Digital Deepak. In this brand new video in the SEO Mastery course, we are going to learn about backlinks. I know a lot of people have been expecting this video to come out much sooner, but before this comes out, like I've mentioned before in other videos, I wanted to set the foundation right, and that is exactly what I'll be doing in this particular video also. Before we proceed into actually procuring backlinks for your website, we will understand what backlinks are, why they're so important, how they function, and what are the different kinds of backlinks. So let's see what we can learn about backlinks. So, what is a backlink? A backlink basically is an incoming hyperlink from one website to another. If we have to give you an example, then if website A is linking out to website B, then we can say that website B has a backlink from website A. So it is very simple. Any kind of links pointing from one website to another can be considered as a backlink. If you have to look at the HTML version of how a backlink would look like, it would look something like this. This is how the HTML version looks like, and this is how it's going to look for the user. Basically, when you hover over it, the hand icon will appear and the text will be clickable. So this is what a backlink is. And let's see what the anatomy of a backlink is. So if this is the HTML version of your backlink, the URL obviously basically is the link where it is ending up at, and the text around which the URL is wrapped is basically called the anchor text. You will be needing this information in our later sections of the video. So please keep this in mind. Basically, the URL is the link where the destination is, and the text which wraps around the link is called as the anchor text. You must be wondering, what is the fuss all about backlinks? Why are they so important? Even today, in 2017, backlinks are one of the biggest ranking factors for Google. Why is this? Basically, a backlink is like a vote from one website to another. And the more votes it gets from relevant sources, Google will value it more. This is especially useful both in regular organic SEO and in local SEO also. So the more votes you get, the more credibility you will build. Basically, what Google is trying to do here is very simple. It is crowdsourcing signals from all websites to tell whether your website is worth linking out to. Basically, if all of these websites are linking out to your website, it means that your content is worth linking to, which basically gives a signal to Google saying that, okay, this website might be very informational and very useful to our users, and which is why I must push it higher in the ranking positions in the search results. Also, backlinks will give you a healthy amount of referral traffic if you get it from the right places. So, it is safe to say that backlinks is one of the backbones of SEO. Now, we have established the fact that backlinks are very important when it comes to SEO. But does that mean that you go out there and get as many backlinks as possible? Not quite. I'll explain why. Basically, you need to understand the concepts about link quality and link juice, or sometimes called as link equity. So, the quality of the backlink plays a very important role in how you would perform in the search results. How does Google basically try to understand an abstract concept like backlink and give it like a quantitative attribute to it? How this does is, how Google does this is basically every individual incoming link will have its own quality score. This is called as page rank. A page rank is a number given by Google from 0 to 10, 10 being the highest. A lot of people might tell that page rank is no more valid, but let me confirm that page rank is definitely valid even today. Google still uses it, although the weightage of it might have been quite diluted as it was say 10 years ago, but Google definitely uses this as a ranking factor. Higher the page rank, higher the quality of the backlink. Now, page rank used to be available for the public to see it also. You could see what is the page rank of a particular page or a particular website. But Google has closed the public view of this particular factor and it is only available for them internally. But there are tons of other third party metrics like domain authority, which is DA, or page authority, which is PA, which is being built by third party services like Moz. So you try to gauge what a quality of the link is. So basically, to summarize, it is to say that if you get a link from a quality website, it is far more valuable than to get it from a low quality website. Now, why are we trying to get a link from a quality website? We are trying to do this basically to absorb what is called as the link juice or the link equity of that particular website. Link juice or link equity is basically the value and the authority that one website passes to the other. Now, imagine I'm trying to get a link from xyz.com. I want to try and absorb all the link juice and equity it passes basically in the form of its authority and the value it in itself has created. So, the relevance of the link and the authority of the website and the location of the link on the particular website, if it is on above the fold, below the fold, is it on the footer, is it on the sidebar, all of these things impact the link juice and the link score itself. One more very important thing that impacts your link quality is the number of outbound links on that particular website. Let's take the example of xyz.com. Now, if I have to get a backlink from xyz.com and that particular page has 50 other links and mine is one of them, I will basically get 1/50th of the entire link juice and the rest will be spread across the 49 other websites. On the other hand, if the same website had 10 external links, I would get 1/10th of the link juice, which is much higher than 1/50th of it. So all of these things impact the link quality and thereby it impacts the link juice or link equity also, which makes it very important for you to go out there and build quality links and not just build any kind of link. So now we know that we need to get a backlink, a high quality backlink from a high authority website which is relevant to the topic of your website, has as little outbound links as possible, and of course, which passes the link juice to your website. Which brings us to the concept of do follow and no follow. Not all the links out there chooses to pass the link juice to your website. Certain websites will choose to retain their link juice and certain websites will choose to pass on the link juice to you. So basically, a link from a website that allows link juice to pass to the linked website is a do follow link. A link that does not allow link juice to pass on is a no follow link. If you have to look at the HTML version of this link, for a do follow link, it looks very normal. It looks like any other link, any other hyperlink out there. But when it comes to a no follow link, as you can observe, right after the URL, you can see an addition to the HTML wherein we have added rel equals double quotes no follow. What this does is basically it will tell the search engines to not pass on the value and authority, which is also called as link juice, to the site which is linked from here. So this is the basic concept of do follow and no follow. So by this, you must have an idea that if you were to go and build a link, you would rather go and build a do follow link rather than a no follow link. Which brings us to the question, Are no-follow links even important then? Of course they are, for plenty of reasons. One of the most important reasons is that a no-follow link might not pass on the link juice to your website, but it will still signal to Google that I am still voting for this particular guy. That is number one. Number two, a no-follow link can still send you referral traffic to your website, which can be very relevant considering where you are getting the backlink from. Also, a good and normal backlink profile of any website will consist of both do follow and no follow links roughly in the ratio of 50-50. Why is this? Basically because if it's a good website, a lot of websites in the internet, why would they be linking to them? Because they feel that that website is useful for the user and has information which the user is seeking for. They wouldn't care if it is a do follow or a no follow. So when this happens, the naturally occurring backlinking process will make the backlink profile evened out between do follow and no follow. So it's definitely a good idea not to ignore the no follow links also. Go out there and build both do follow and no follow links. In the future videos, I'll be telling you how to look for do follow links and how to look for high authority links. So now you must be wondering, what is the significance of anchor text? Anchor text is basically the text that is wrapping around the hyperlink. In terms of Google's algorithms, anchor text has quite a high significance. What it does is basically it tells Google what the web page is about. In fact, Google, in a paper that it had released for Stanford University, was quoted mentioning that anchors often provide more accurate descriptions of web pages than the pages themselves. So, what Google is trying to say is that when a particular text is linked, it will basically also describe what the link is going to be. That way, Google will know what the link is about and will try to rank that particular link for that particular text. For example, if my anchor text is Digital Deepak and I link it to digitaldeepak.com, then Google will know that this link is talking about Digital Deepak. It also has one more very important significance. Anchors will also help in describing images, programs, and databases and also crawl them in the first place. So, Google primarily is a text based search engine, although now they have been pretty evolved and have come to understand what images are, but primarily it is a text based search engines. So, they wouldn't know what an image is. So, if you're trying to link out to an image or say an infographic, Google would never know what that particular infographic is about without the help of anchors. So, which is why anchors is extremely helpful. What used to happen before is that people used to use this particular factor and manipulate it to rank higher in the search engines. So, in the earlier days, Google used to give anchor text a lot more weightage than what it does today, and which is why people used to rank for completely irrelevant terms using just anchor text and manipulating the anchor text, which is obviously not desirable both from the users and as well as Google. So, what Google did was in April 2012, they released an update for their algorithm called as Penguin. What Penguin did was it penalized all the websites which was using anchor text spam. According to Google, 3% of all the search results was impacted by this particular Google algorithm update. And the search results became much more cleaner, much more nicer for the user, and it helped Google basically fulfill its objective. Having said that, even today, anchor text plays a very important role in getting your web page ranked in the search engines. So you have to know how exactly to use anchor text and what are the different kinds of anchor text that is available out there. So let's find out what are the different kinds of anchor text you can use to wrap around your link. Anchor text can be broadly divided into 6 types. The first one is exact match. An exact match anchor text is when you use the keyword which you are trying to rank your website for as the anchor text itself. For example, in this sentence, Digital Deepak is one of the best digital marketer in India. Here, my keyword would be digital marketer and I have used that itself as the anchor text. Next is the phrase match. A phrase match is where your keyword phrase which you are trying to rank for or a phrase wherein your keyword is already mentioned is used as the anchor text. If you use the same example, instead of just putting digital marketer as the anchor text, I have used one of the best digital marketer in India as the anchor text over here. The next one is branded anchor text, wherein you use your brand name or your name itself sometimes as the anchor text for your backlink. As you can see, I have changed the anchor text in the same example to Digital Deepak. The fourth type is naked URLs, wherein you just drop in the URLs itself. It is definitely considered as a backlink without an anchor text, but this is also equally important. These are the kind of links where you will find mostly in forums and community websites like Quora and also on websites like Facebook. So this is also one of the natural ways of building backlinks. Also, the fifth one is the generic type, wherein people will just hyperlink the words click here, visit this website, and things like that, and link it to your website. So that is called the generic type of anchor text. The last one is wherein you use a LSI keyword as your anchor text. So in the same example, what I've done is instead of using digital marketer, I have changed it to internet marketing. So it is thematically similar. It is basically trying to say the same thing but slightly different. But Google will still get an idea that this particular link is still talking about digital marketing or it can also be categorized as internet marketing. So these are the different types of anchor text that you can use. There is one more type of anchor text also. A lot of people use images also as their anchor text, which is also a very good idea to diversify your anchor text. Now, since that you know the different kinds of anchor text that you're using, how do you ensure that you do not get penalized for anchor text spam by over optimizing your anchor text? Let us find out what is the safest way to diversify your anchor text. When you're building links, you have to make sure that your backlink profile looks as natural as possible in the eyes of Google, which is why it is very important for you to diversify your anchor text. Because when backlinking happens naturally, people or other webmasters or other websites will link to you the way they would want to link and without keeping you in mind whether you want this as an anchor text or an exact match as an anchor text or a branded as an anchor text. They would just link it out very naturally. That is what you're trying to emulate, that is what you're trying to mimic. So it is very important to diversify your anchor text as much as possible without over optimizing your anchor text. So you can use this particular ratio as a guideline. There is again no rule of thumb that it should be exactly like this. Anywhere around this number is also fine. Slightly plus or minus few percentage does not matter, and in fact it will make it look all the more natural. But try to keep it in this particular ratio as much as possible just to be on the safer side. So if you are building say 100 backlinks, in that 2% of the backlinks or around 2% of the backlinks I will use the exact match or the keyword in itself as the anchor text. For about 20% of the backlinks, I would use the phrase wherein the keyword is mentioned or it's a bigger group of words which I'm trying to rank for as the anchor text. But more importantly, 50% of my anchor text will be my brand name. Again, here you can use variations of your brand name. You can use your own name. You can use your company owner's name. It can be the CEO or the COO. It can be anyone for that matter. All of these constitute of branded anchor text. Keep about 20% of it as naked URLs. Like I said, you're trying to emulate natural backlinking. So it is very important to use naked URLs. About 5% of it should be generic anchor text, wherein you hyperlink keywords like click here, visit this website, etc. Also, try to use LSI keywords wherever possible so that Google also knows that you are trying to rank for thematically similar keywords out there. I would like to repeat again, this is not rules set in stone. It is definitely flexible, and depending on how your competitors' anchor text might be, or depending on the industry you are in, it might vary a little bit, but this can be used as a benchmark for you to look at anchor text. So now you know all about backlinks, what they are made of, how they look in terms of HTML, why are they so important, what is link juice, link quality, and what are do follow and no follow links, and the importance of anchor text and its anchor text diversity. So in the next video, we will talk about the different types of backlinks and how you can get them and build those high quality backlinks. So see you in the next video.